Welcome back to the Zero E Michigan podcast. I have with me today Kelli Beth and Burt Sloan. How are you guys today?
We're doing great, Carl. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. So the snow is starting to melt here in West Michigan. I've had my motorcycle out for the first time, and it's time to start thinking about events. So Earth Day, Earth Month is coming up, but the big event for the season here in Muskegon is the Tesla Summer Meetup. Now, you're the project manager of this. Tell us a little bit about what it's all about and what's happening.
Great. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. So we started really deep diving planning this event back in October, bringing the team together to start laying the groundwork. And one of the things, this will be the fourth year that we've hosted a major summer event in Muskegon. And as we began the planning for the event, we recognized that although Pier Marquette Beach is an absolutely phenomenal setting, it was really limited in capacity. And so we brought a gentleman, Brandon Baskins from Brandon Baskins Enterprises and Lakeshore Events and Rentals. I utilized his services for rentals for the event last year. And Brandon is a professional event planner. And Brandon came in and started talking to me about Heritage Landing as a potential venue. So in December, Burt and I went to Muskegon for a weekend and went and checked out Heritage Landing and then gotten in contact with the county Parks and Recreation Department. And the director of Parks and Recs agreed to let us utilize this facility. We went through the vetting process and figuring out if we could afford it. And it is an absolutely phenomenal venue right in downtown Muskegon. It's on the bay, which I think they call
Yeah.
Lake Muskegon, correct?
It's Muskegon Lake. And for
Muskegon Lake.
Yeah, and for those
So
not familiar with it, there are some pretty big festivals there, like the Irish Music Festival. There's a
Unity Christian
Unity
Music Festival.
Christian. So this is huge. So yeah, that's kind of a neat scoop.
Yeah. So it's approximately 19 acres of land. And so we will have the ability to, we have requested utilization of the entire property, and we've been granted that. So it's going to give us the opportunity to let people spread out. We encourage everybody to bring their lawn chairs. If they want to bring a tent and pop it up so they've got an umbrella to be under, we encourage that. It's a beautiful park setting with great places to walk. Family day, it's going to be amazing. And we have a festival atmosphere that is going to keep everybody energized for the entire day.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, playground, the whole nine yards.
Absolutely.
So who all's invited? Is this strictly a Tesla event? But if I want
No.
to show off my uh
Mach-E,
brand new
bring your
Mach-E,
F-150s, bring
yep.
your Lucid, bring your Polestars. We are inviting all electric vehicle owners. We've got Rivians coming. We started registration approximately 2 weeks ago. I have just crossed over 60 registrants, and we have 5 different electric vehicles represented at this time. And we're looking forward to increasing the number of electric vehicle selection that comes, because we want to use this event as an opportunity to do education. And as a Tesla owner, I've had the opportunity to talk to a number of electric vehicle owners. Many of the events, Carl, that you have hosted have been amazing because it brings together electric vehicle advocates and owners in all different product types.
Mhm.
And so we would like to do that. If someone loves their EV and they want to come and talk about it, we would love to have you be part of the day with us.
Okay. And so tell me a little bit about the event itself. So what kind of things, if I show up and pop up my tent and hey, maybe I'll drag my trailer in and bring my zero motorcycle being pulled by my Tesla, by the way. But I
Absolutely.
but I understand we have some speakers coming and there's some pretty big names in the EV community. Tell me about that.
Yes. So we have 15 speakers altogether that are coming from the YouTube community, but of significance this year, of course, Carl, you will be there with Mike Lichterman from the Michigan Tesla Guy, and Carl will be there. And Carl and Mike are going to open up our day for the event. And then our keynote for the day will be Sandy Monroe from Monroe and Associates, and Monroe Live is their YouTube channel. So we have a master engineer coming, but we also have Bradford Ferguson and Matt Smith from Rebellion Air. We've got, we're actually really fortunate that Lars Strandrider from Best in Tesla will be coming from Denmark, and Jan Vogel will be joining us from Tesla Fix out of Germany. They're flying in. So we're going to have not only gentlemen from all over the United States, but also we have international YouTubers who are coming. And we are absolutely blessed to have Brian White from Futuraza joining us. Brian came as a speaker last year, and we asked him to moderate. And Brian has been a huge advocate of Tesla owners clubs across the country, but specifically, he has a great love for this group here in Michigan, and we are grateful for that. And because of him, we have an amazing panel. His friends are coming. We also are very fortunate that Dr. Scott Walter did an event for us at Somerset Collection. He did a full breakdown of the Tesla bot, and it was an amazing day. And because we were in Somerset, we were not allowed to record it. But Dr. Walter, on the day that he came to talk about Tesla bot, indicated that he would be willing to come. So Dr. Walter is going to be joined by another AI techno nerd, John Gibbs from Dr. Know-It-All. So we will have him. Justin, the bearded Tesla guy, will be here. And we have just had John, who is the president of Tesla Owners Club Silicon Valley, has indicated that he is going to be coming and is going to be joining our panel. So we're grateful for that. And Raphael Santini from the Tesla Owners Club South Florida will be coming. And he is actually, his background is racing. And so Tony Azero from T&M Entertainment, who will be our DJ and audiovisual person for this event. Tony has expertise in a lot of different areas. A dynamic young man, drives a Model S Plaid, super involved in performance vehicles. And so Tony will be doing a special conversation with Raphael about performance EV racing. So we're trying to bring a little bit of everything together to make this day dynamic for everyone. But we also have another guy with some great perspective, and that is Kyle Connor from Out of Spec Reviews. And Kyle is coming to talk everything EV. And then, of course, I forgot the big guy himself, the president of Tesla Owners Club of Michigan, Chris from Dirty Tesla, will actually be. That's my 15. I think I've been through. I ran out of fingers and almost ran out of toes counting them up. So we are very fortunate in Michigan to have an amazing group who is going to be joining us for what we anticipate to be an amazing day. We should have 5 sessions total throughout the day. The event will open at 10 o'clock in the morning, and at 10 o'clock in the morning, people can come, and I'm going to kind of get ahead of your questions, Carl, but when you come into the event, we'll be coming in off of the main part of the main highway in Muskegon. And when you come to the entrance, you'll let the guides know if you want a car wash. And 100% of the proceeds from the car wash are going to our 2 sponsored charities. So the charities that this event is supporting are 2 local Muskegon charities. The first is the NOAA Project, which is a no-kill animal shelter. And the second is another charity called Heaven Can Wait, which is a feline sanctuary. And those groups will be on the ground to discuss the things that they do as animal advocates. And so we hope to raise. Last year we raised a little over $3,000 for the NOAA Project, and we hope to exceed that to be able to contribute to both organizations. And so anyone who does not have an EV to come and show, we are offering a walk-on pass for the day to be able to come. Just bring your lawn chair so that you got somewhere to sit. And we are offering that walk-on pass for $10. and the club has committed to giving $5 of every walk-on pass to be split between the two charities equally. So if you come in for $10, we'll use $5 minus the processing fees to pay for help pay for the cost of the event. But the other half of that $10 will go directly to those charities to support the local community.
And having just put my cat to sleep, those kind of organizations are near and dear to my heart. So
Yep.
yeah, appreciate supporting them. Let's talk a little bit about performance. You mentioned Plaid. Are we doing Plaid Day again?
We are doing Plaid Day, June 16th. So Plaid Day, the actual location of the venue and the time of the meetup will not be announced until the day of the event. Plaid Day, we are fortunate because that is also, it's a $20 donation to go, and 100% of the revenue will go directly to the charities, will be split with the charities. And because we're doing it as a charity event, we are given the ability to utilize a private road, and we will have sheriffs that will be there to block it off. But if you need to feel some speed, this will be your day to come out. It'll be a driver will be in each of the vehicles, but we anticipate that we're going to have quad motor Rivians, that we're going to have tri-motor cyber trucks. We're hoping. I don't have verification, but there's a lot of chatter going on, and we're hoping that these vehicles will be anybody who has a performance. I mean, the guys have told me if anybody has a Lucid Sapphire that they'd like to bring it out and show us what it can do, we say, come on down, because we'd love to have you.
So right here, I'll have the video from last year's Plaid Day, so you can kind of get a feel for what it's all about. We had a really cool event last year. Again, fully safe. We had the police there by choice, mind you. And everybody had a good time. Nobody got hurt. No vehicles were damaged. It's just you do a launch and you feel the G's. That's what it's all about. And it sounds really cool where, we're going to have some vehicles beyond just the Plaid. So it's really beyond Plaid, but that's what it's all about. So just back to the costs. So there's a cost just to be at the event for vehicle owners. You mentioned the walk-in. You mentioned the car wash. What's the cost for the car wash?
Car wash is a $20 donation, and 100% of those funds will go to the charity.
Okay.
Charities will split it between them.
Right. And then we have Plaid Day. What about food vendors? Anything like that going on?
Absolutely. There will be food trucks that will be there, and the food trucks are coming with the assistance of the professional event planner. So he has reached out, and there's going to be a local ice cream truck that will be there. Wood-fired pizza truck is coming.
Oh, I think I know who that is. Yeah.
So yeah. It's a young man, a friend of one of the guys in the club, Casey Lorraine, who this event, Summer Meetup, was the brainchild of Casey Lorraine 4 years ago. This will be the fourth year. He invited all of us in Tesla Owners Club of Michigan to come to Pure Marquette Beach. The first year, 30 cars showed up, and we had an amazing time in Muskegon. And it has just grown and grown. And because of Casey's love of his community and love of Tesla, and the way that they meld together in Muskegon, and for one day we will call it Muskegon. And so that's our big joke. And Elon will let us get away
Musk
with
Elon,
it
right?
one day. Yeah. And so Casey is really the father of this event, and all of us on the board of Tesla Owners Club of Michigan. I decided to be project manager today because it's just my nature, and I like to be the boss. And Carl knows this very much of my personality. So
Casey, he did an awesome job with it, but man,
incredible.
It's an awful lot of work. And if you have a team of people that can, delegate some of that work, then that's the way to do it. So yeah, looking forward to it. So for those that are interested, how do they find out more? How do they get signed up? Is it teslamichigan.org?
teslamichigan.org. And then at the top, there's a hot link to Summer Meetup. So Summer Meetup 2024 is at the top of the webpage, and you click on that and it'll take you. So we do have merch that was designed specifically for this event. We've got a really cool, there's different things. Casey did a design and it's called the sexy lineup. And so actually his shirt says sex appeal with the S3 and X on it.
Yep.
And then it says it has a S3 and X and the falcon wings are up on the X. And then it says appeal. It's a very cool shirt. So we've got that. We've got some specific merch for this year. We also added hats. And we'd like to give a shout out to Dynamite Company. Joel has been amazing. We've worked with him for 4 years. And so he has stepped up and has done some amazing work for us. Going to make it super fun for everybody. And he will actually be at the event. And he has told us that he's looking to design a unique item that will only be available on the day of the event, that if people want to pick up some merch to take home, it will be there.
Well, very cool. So maybe one other thing for those that are thinking about coming, make sure you get your accommodations, because Muskegon is super popular in the summer because of the beach. And so there are only 2 hotels in the downtown. Speaking of the downtown, for those that don't know Muskegon, if you don't like the food that's there, let's say you have some allergies or something where the food vendors don't work for you, in walking distance, right across Business 31 is the downtown of Muskegon. So you have way more options there. Obviously, we want you to support the vendors that are coming out, but just saying, if for whatever reason there some, somebody needs to go somewhere else, you don't need to drive anywhere. It's literally right there. There are some Airbnbs in town. There's actually some right across the street again. And I know we have a couple of little tiny house communities in the area. So Kelly, you're probably going big again and getting a huge beach house, right? If I know you.
Well, so I do want to share a little bit of information. So if you go to teslamichigan.org/summer-meetup, you will be able to find there is an information for accommodations. And in there are absolutely stunning communities along Lake Michigan. You've got Muskegon, Grand Haven, Carl, you know more.
Sure.
Anyway, so Whitehall is there. So anyway, I put links to the visitors bureaus to those communities that are within a 30-minute drive or so, and it's documented on the page. But I put links to lodging, to their visitor center, so that there's more information for people. I mean, come out, make a weekend of it. It is going to be amazing. A couple other things I want to share. One is that we are going to host a tent that not only are you going to have the YouTubers involved in conversation on the stage, but we're going to have tents available for them to do meet and greet. So if your question wasn't asked or the conversation that you wanted to have with those people did not happen, we will throughout the day have them, they'll be visiting that tent to make sure that you have an opportunity to visit with them. So it's not going to be, see them on the stage like an actor leaving a play. They're going to be available to talk to you and ask in questions that you may have, get those answered. So last Friday, as we've been planning this event, my beautiful husband sitting here behind me has been nudging me as he's watched the video of the world record of Tesla light shows happening in Finland, which, I'm half Finn myself. So he has a grand desire to do a massive Tesla light show. So last Friday, I met with a team of nerd engineers who want nothing more to do than write code. I don't like YouTube strikes, or I don't like copyright violations. So we went to Tony Azzaro, who is the DJ and EV guy. And he's an electronic dance music producer. Tony has produced a piece of music for Tesla Owners Club of Michigan. And over last weekend, an amazing light show was produced. We're going to put a shout out on Tesla Owners Club of Michigan because I need to know who wants their vehicle. I want everybody to keep in mind that 687 Teslas showed up in Finland to do the show. They planned on 300. We're Michigan. This is the Midwest. We have 60,000 Teslas registered in the state of Michigan. It's time for everybody. I don't want 60,000. I'd love to have. So we're going to start lining cars up at 8 o'clock at night. Sunset that day is at 9:27. We have a feature to begin the light show that will last for 1 minute and 44 seconds. And then we're going to light it up like Santa has never seen Christmas lights light up on this planet.
That's pretty amazing. So how many Teslas can we actually take in that venue? Like, do we have a chance of having that many Teslas
Absolutely.
at Heritage Landing?
On 19 acres, we've got plenty of room. I mean, we can, so all of the design engineers who are doing all the coding, we will have a centralized part of the park that will be doing a synchronized waving light show. But then we can have Teslas all around that we do a different light show that supports the big light show that's going on, all based on the same music. So there's going to be a bazillion USBs that we'll be handing out depending on where you're going to be located. And, we didn't have enough to do. So at the end of the day, why not add one more humongous thing to do?
That's hilarious. No, that's great. I definitely want to be part of it. In fact, I've already signed up. So, yeah, for those of you thinking about coming, and if you don't know Muskegon, yeah, definitely make a weekend of it. It's a beautiful town. We have beaches. We have tons of restaurants and microbreweries and independent coffee shops. But yeah, Heritage Landing, again, really close to the downtown. This sounds like a ton of fun.
It is going to be just amazing. So visit muskegon.org is a great place to go to get started. But like I said, I've got links to all the visitors bureaus. We've got the merch store. We've got the registration. You can get your car wash. You can come to Plaid Day. We're going to make this as fun as we can. And Sunday, we'll give you a little bit of time to rest because it sounds like we're all pretty much going to be at Heritage Landing the event starts at 10. So, it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning till midnight for an old woman like me. And just know it's going to take everything that I have to give to Michigan, you guys.
Yeah.
So please come and see us. If nothing else, you can come and ridicule me. And if anyone would like to reach out, you can reach me. My name is Kelly, Kelloi at teslamichigan.org. That's my email address. Feel free to drop me a line and I will do everything I can to get you the information that you need or answer questions that you have.
Great. Well, Kelly, Burt, thanks for being on. And if you're out there, sign up and come out here and have a great time in Muskegon.
Please come and see us in Muskegon. We look forward to meeting you.
All right. Take care. See you next time.
Carl.
If you enjoyed or learned from this episode of Zero E Michigan, please subscribe to us on your favorite podcast platform. Visit our YouTube channel for other related videos at youtube.com/@0E-Michigan.